Shout out to my wolf pack. Woo! Y'all know what it is. It's your brother Makai back with another video as promised. This is the third installment from the series called What is Shamanism? Before we get into it, I want to give my thanks and gratitude. I'm thankful for everything that I have: my health, my wealth, place to stay, a vehicle to drive, money in the bank, businesses, successful businesses, ministry, an open mind, a humble spirit, an open heart. I'm just thankful for everything: 2 legs, 2 arms, food, my friends and family, my clan, my wolf clan. Who are you watching? Right now, I ask Creator that you utilize me in your way so that I may bring information that will edify your people, give them a closer walk, bring them closer back to nature, and have them to have a greater understanding of their powers and what to rely on when they're in a jam or what to turn to. Today, we're going to talk about how do you find your power animal? Well, it's ironic that my power animal is the wolf. I had an encounter maybe 5 years ago. I just happened to have one last night too, which was amazing. What the wolf deals with is leadership, family, fearlessness, working together. So this is a great animal to call on if you're in a group, if you're trying to put something together that requires everyone's talents and gifts to come forward. They say teamwork make the dream work. So that's why I call you my pack, the wolf pack. You're my wolf pack. All right, so without further ado, we're going to get right into it. The first thing you need to do is lie on your back. Find a comfortable place and lie on your back where you're not going to be interrupted. What I do is I actually put earphones in and I lay down and I play drumming patterns. One particular I play on YouTube is shamanic music, and it has like the 2 white wolves at the top. Very intense. I've been using this sound to journey for 5 to 7 years. When you go and you begin to do this, you got to make sure that your intent is to meet your spirit animal. If we look at animal, we can if we look at animals and the correlation they have to us, we can look at the zodiac. From the western region of the world, here in the United States. You got the Taurus, which is the bull. You got the Aries, which is the ram. You got the Cancer, which is the crab, and so on and so forth. Not every sign is synonymous with an animal, but you got the Leo with the lion. And so when you look at these different animals, prime example of Taurus, stubborn as a bull. That's a true statement. But at the same time, now, a bull was a source of money, or it had an intrinsic value. This is why Marilyn Lynch logo is a bull. Let's think about a dog and Lazarus. Well, it's synonymous with Papa Legba, so the dog is in correlation to Papa Legba. But then we could even go back to Egypt, and you can look at Heru, you can look at Anubis, you can look at Hathor, and these are all combinations of human and animal. You can look at the Sphinx. So we can see the direct correlation from us to animals. So keep that in mind, that when this is not a new thing, this has been going on since the beginning of time. Animals have always been the teachers. They have always assisted man. Horses let you ride on their back. Dogs protect the area where you at. Cats can see into the 4th and 5th dimension. And it goes on and on and on and on and on. But what you want to do is you want to imagine a tree, a big, huge tree. This is the Axis Mundi, or the shamanic tree of life. Now, when you're in trance, sometimes you can just close your eyes and then it'll just take you, like you'll see yourself going down a corridor or down a hole. Um, no matter how you do it. Some shamans, they walk down a dirt road and then it just and into a forest, and then it progresses and it changes. Because remember, this is in the mind. This is allowing your mind to tap into other dimensions and to see things in a whole nother world. And so the technique I use is I visualize the tree, and so I can see the bark, I can see the tree limbs at the top, and I can even see the roots. And I usually look around for a hole. Maybe it's a pool, but it's a circle, something. I'm looking for anything that's going to help me go to the next world. And so when I find the hole, I go down inside of the hole. And as I travel down in the hole, it's dark for quite some time, but you just keep going. And when you see the light, you want to go towards that light. Now, once you come out into the light, you're in a whole new world. And so sometimes your spirit animal will come right up to you and greet you. But sometimes they may not. They may be shy, or you may not be ready to meet this animal. So the other way I identify is if I see that animal at least 4 times. So while I'm in this world traveling around, if I see this animal 4 times, that is your spirit animal. And we have 9 of them, as I said in previous videos, because you got an animal for each direction. And so, once you see this animal, if it comes and it greets you and it speaks, you can ask it questions. You should. I recommend it ask you questions, because let's say, for example, the power animal is the wolf, like I said. Well, I know attributes about the wolf because that's my animal. So it's a born teacher. It has a hierarchy. It's matriarchal in nature. You have what's called the wolf pack. They hunt in groups. It represents fearlessness because it has to be able to navigate through the dark with no fear. The list goes on and on and on. But when you find out one spirit animal, you'll understand more about yourself. You say, oh my goodness, okay. Okay, so, I'm a lion. Okay, well, let's connect the dots. Well, the lion is synonymous with the sun. The lion has a pride. So the lion represents royalty. I mean, and on and on and on and on. Fearlessness. So the key to finding that animal, which we all have the spirit animals, is to better utilize our gifts and our skill sets. So when you go down here and you find your power animal, you want to begin to build a relationship. So let's say you go down and it's a rabbit. You might go down the bunny thing and your animal might be a rabbit. So what should you do? You should get pictures of the rabbit and put it around in your home so that you can be mindful of what your spirit animal is. And then you'll notice when you're in nature, you'll see rabbits running around. You see them all the time. And they're letting you know. And a rabbit represents something else as well. So these animals are actually just ways that Mother Nature shows us that we're connected to everything. We're connected to the plants because we are plants. We're plants. You cut yourself, it'll heal. It regenerates back. Your nails grow like tree limbs. We are plants. And we are animals at the same time. That's what this fur is. This is fur, whatever you want to call it, hair, whatever. So what's the significance? That it's cosmology. We are connected to all of these things. And what's the significance? The significance of your power animal is to tap into this energy at times in life when life becomes difficult, when life becomes unsure. When you tap into these energies, it pulls you from your carnal mind. It pulls you from your human mind. And it lets your instincts take over. Animals move off instincts, not logic. So sometimes we're required to move off our instincts and not our logic. When we sit around and we try to figure things out or try to make things make sense, sometimes it doesn't make sense. You're getting caught up in the why. It just happens. It is what it is. So, this is a short video. The recap is lie down, get you some type of drumming. Okay? Put the earphones in, because when you put the earphones in, it's going to block everything else out. Imagine the tree of life, the shamanic tree of life, and look for the hole around the tree. Once you find the hole, go down, go into the hole, and continually follow the path. As you follow the path, you should come out in another world, the underworld, the upper world, wherever you come out at, wherever spirit leads you to. If the animal comes and greets you, that's your spirit animal. If it greets you, I suggest you ask questions because this is an aspect of self. Okay? If the animal does not greet you, as you explore the terrain where you are, pay attention for what animal you see 4 times. Whatever animal you see 4 times is your power animal or your spirit animal. If you approach it and is negligent and it don't want to speak, it's not time. You're not ready. Try again tomorrow. Try again next week. But at that moment, you're not ready. But this is a very powerful exercise because once you can do the journeying, this is like lucid dreaming but awake. It's like going to the astral plane, but in the daytime when I'm fully aware of what's going on. So, as usual, I was going to do a card, and this is the card that fell out. Wow. It's the seahorse. Oh, you see a lady in there too, pretty hot. The seahorse is the animal for today. It says, the symbolism of the seahorse is strength, guidance, transformation, and feminine energy. The seahorse is a symbol of power. It has frequently appeared in the coat of arms of European nobles and is associated with valor and bravery. It was the steed of the Greek god Neptune or Poseidon, the ruler of the sea. Neptune was frequently depicted amid huge curling waves in a chariot pulled by great seahorses. The seahorse's ability to negotiate the rolling seas as symbols of physical and spiritual transformation signifies its role as a guide in times of change. Because of its curving form and association with water, the seahorse also is imbued with feminine energy. This feminine aspect is emphasized in the painting, which shows a woman shapely form within the creature's body. So, significance of this is feminine energy and being able to tap into this energy in times of difficulty right now. Mother Earth is going through some stuff. On my channel last night, or my journey, she allowed me to see the animals that died in the fires out west, and animals coated in oil, and animals in traps, and just killed for just sport, and it was heart-wrenching for me. And it was only an energy that a mother could understand. And in that trance, she explained to me, she says, son, some of these animals got to die, just like some people have to die. It's called balance. It's something that I must accept because sometimes we can't accept transition, but it's actually a good thing when they transition out because they don't have to deal with this any longer. And that's if they went under the correct circumstances. I'm not condoning any murders or any people getting killed. I'm totally against it. That's why I was getting a lesson on how my empathy needs to have a balance because I need to understand that, we're at spiritual war right now. The Damioni energy is all over the planet. So these different things pulling you back to nature, we're using everything we can get from the angels to the animals. We need to utilize every system from our ancestors because that's your first line of defense. But this is what I'm talking about here is punching out of their reality and existing in another reality and bringing the information back and utilizing it in their reality, pretty much. So, hey, it's that seahorse for that feminine energy. It represents feminine energy, creativity, birthing things. This is the time. The seahorse, it said, could navigate the strong waves. Right now, it's crazy on the planet. So my recommendation to you is stay focused, stay prayed up, say some mantras, look in the mirror and say, I love you. I love you, Makai. Tell yourself that every day. I love you. I love you. Let it resonate down in your soul and your spirit. Encourage yourself when there's no one around to encourage you. That's what this whole thing is about. The whole thing about going to the underworld or the upper world, the middle world, to bring back the information is confirmation within yourself to know that there's something out there that's greater than you and I. Yes, we are the gods and the goddesses, but at the same time, we're here and it's about experiences. Create as many experiences that you can. Listen, it's about the small things. So live life to its fullest. And don't worry about them haters. Let them stay on their job. They're doing exactly what they're supposed to do. When you take your eyes off the goal, that's when you see obstacles. But when your eyes is on the prize, put them blinders on. Don't listen to them naysayers. Don't listen to nobody. You need to listen to yourself, to your inner self, to your heart. But listen, I done preached enough. This has been your brother Makai with another video. Hope to see you on the next one. I don't even know what I'm going to talk about in the next one. It's whatever spirit gives me. But thank y'all for the love, support. Like, subscribe, and share. I hope this video has been helpful. And I'm out. Peace to my wolf pack.